Hey, everybody. It's Lee here, back again. It's been a long day. We're talking to lots of very, very cool people. We've gone live early because our wonderful guest is ready to go. So let me introduce you to the truly spectacular Lari Basilio. There she
Hi,
is.
Lee.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. We just had a brief chat. So we've
Yes.
done the kind of how's everybody, how's life treating you? But
Life
how
is
is life?
good.
Life treating you well? You've had a
Yeah, everything's fine. Um, this beauty right here kept me busy last year, so
That's a very special purple.
yeah. So yeah, everything's fine. It's been an amazing special week um, announcing the LB1, and I'm so happy.
Oh, well, do you know what? It's been a real pleasure to know that this was coming. Because I remember, because we go back, is it a year? No, it's more than a year. So
I think so.
we were at the guitar show in the UK. You were doing some Laney stuff, weren't you? You came
Yeah.
over and you went off, and you had to play on my AZ, which
Yes.
was the multicolored version of one of these.
So beautiful.
And we were having a good old chat about Ibanez, weren't we? And things have moved on since then. So why don't you tell me about that process? Tell me about the process of getting involved with Ibanez and designing this guitar.
I always knew Ibanez, of course. I think Ibanez is a huge part of the life of every guitar player, either for the amazing instruments or, for the players that are a huge influence to all of us. I grew up watching my guitar heroes play, Joe Satriani, Vi, and the Timmons, Paul Gilbert, all of them. This Ibanez generation is so important for the guitar community, and getting to work closely with Ibanez, it's been an honor, a huge honor. I can even put into words how special it is. And when of course, I got to play some AZ models. It was my first contact with the line a couple of years ago, and I absolutely fell in love with the AZ. So well built, such a versatile guitar. The feel is great, neck is amazing. And when they presented me this project, the AZS project, I just knew that it would be the right, more than this, the ideal project to
Yeah,
base my signature on. So
yeah.
I couldn't be happier.
And I can tell. I can tell. Well, you know what? I mean, it looks amazing, doesn't it? And it suits you completely. Obviously, purple. Hey, Larry Basilio and purple go together. That's the way it is. And you've even got your wonderful neon sign for the.
Yes.
I want one of those. Desperately want one of those. They're amazing. And some of the guys and girls would have watched, if you're watching on Facebook, would have probably seen your latest video that you very kindly shared with me last night that was able to share with the guys. So tell us a little bit about that song.
Yeah. When I got the guitar, I just felt inspired by this amazing instrument, and the song just happened so quickly, so quickly.
Yeah.
In a matter of like a couple of days, I had the song ready and sent to some friends. They recorded drums, bass, and keys for me, and that's it. I couldn't think of a better time to share my first song that I created and recorded with this guitar.
I mean, when you talk about some friends, Larry, I mean these are some heavy cats, aren't they? Let's face it. These are amazing, amazing players. And if you think about, your record, um, uh, you've got players like Joe Satriani on there,
Yeah.
Vinny Colaiuta, Nathan East. I mean, this is just like,
Yeah, absolutely.
amazing.
I'm so honored to have worked with these guys, and they took the whole album, the songs to a new level. They're fantastic musicians, and even more human beings. They're human beings. They're amazing.
Yeah. Well, it comes across in the music, but I've seen you do it, seen you play those tunes live at NAMM with obviously a different band, and it's still got all of that wonderful kind of touch and feel and vibe and groove to it, and so joyous. It's so joyous to watch you play. You know, you are enjoying it. That really came across. I remember doing, you know, a couple of the clinks we did. You know, I was helping you to set up and things like that, and watching the audience and just seeing their reaction to your playing is always a joy. And it comes across in videos, but there's something about watching it in person which is just amazing.
Thanks so much, Lee.
I hope we get to do a lot more of that as the world opens up.
Yeah, me too. I just can't wait to hit the road again and interact more with people.
Have you made any plans yet in relation to? And I know it's very difficult, so probably not. About getting out on the road. Certainly, doing maybe some clinics with the new guitar for Ibanez.
We're still working on it, but I really hope it can happen really soon, because I just miss being on the road. You know, I love this. One of my favorite things to do is to be on the road, to meet people, to play live. Yeah. There's nothing like it. So yeah, I can't wait.
Well, that's fingers crossed that can happen soon.
Yes.
It's all we can say, isn't it? It's all we can say.
Yeah.
Do you know what? So, I mean, let's talk about the guitar a little bit then, because you said it's, you know, it's kind of based on the AZS, but one of the key differences that I thought, obviously, other than the looks, is obviously you've got some new signature pickups as well.
Yes, exactly.
So tell me a little. You've had a long-term, you know, relationship with Seymour Duncan as a brand. Tell me how you developed these pickups.
Well, I have Seymour Duncan on my guitars. I mean, since my first guitar, so it's a real honor for me to be working with them, and it's a dream come true to have my own set now. And we developed this in voice, especially for this guitar. And I mean, first thing, I love the T-style sound of neck pickup. So that was my that is an essential feature for me. So I had no doubt what I wanted here. I also love like a single T-style tone for the bridge, but I feel that for many of my songs I need something like more powerful. So I went with the humbucker. And the middle pickup, I think, is a special touch. I wanted to be the sound to be like based on the S style guitar middle pickup.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so the look is kind of mixed, a little bit of a T style and S style.
And then you can see the pole
exactly.
As well.
Yes.
I like it.
So I mean, the set it's perfect for me. A little bit, it brings a little bit of vintage sound in the neck pickup, but also I think the middle pickup brings a little bit of modernity in the tone.
Yeah.
And of course, with the dynamic switch, I can have a lot of tone possibilities and combinations. So
well, this is a thing that's really quite unique about your signature model, because it's based on an AZS, AZS. And those guitars have a dynamics 5. They have like 5 positions that you get, but you have kept with the dynamics 9.
Exactly.
Which was a conscious to give you that ability to get more tone because of your signature pickups, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, my first experience with the AZ, I just loved how many possibilities we could have, and for this set, I think it would be perfect as well. So I kept it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I can't wait to try one. I haven't seen one yet. At some point, they will land here.
I can't wait to see you playing my guitar.
I'm sure you can. I'll just end up doing some crazy shred on it, and you'll be like, "No,
do it. I want to see it, please."
So the other thing that's quite different, certainly from the other AZs, is you've gone with a roasted bird's eye maple.
Yes.
Which I bet is just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh my God, it is
Yeah,
so
look at that.
beautiful.
The feathering on that. That's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I mean, Ibanez, it's really changing the game with his guitars. They look amazing and they feel great. I love the feel of a roasted maple neck, and the bird's eye, it definitely gives an amazing look to
And
it.
it's the fretboard as well. Is it the fretboard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bird's eye maple as well on the fretboard.
So good. Stainless steel frets, all the usual, 22 frets.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just fab. It looks absolutely. There's a really nice kind of. Is it cream binding that you've got? Yeah.
White.
White. Sorry, it's my eyes. After 10 hours of live stream.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Anything anymore. Well, we've probably got some questions, so I'll throw a few up. I don't know if you can see on the screen any text, so I'll read them out.
Okay.
Let's have a look to see what we've got. There's lots of love for you in the comments. That's for sure.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's so nice to be here with all of you.
So
guys.
we've got Peter Honore. Danish Pete is in the house.
Hey Pete.
It's beautiful. And obviously he's a fan of purple.
Yeah.
So he was talking about that on one of the live streams I was talking to him about earlier. In fact, there's been a lot of people. I was talking to Levi Clay just on Messenger about it, and I think he even did a video where he was talking about how excited he was about your signature single cut. Let's put it that way.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see all of you guys checking it out.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people playing purple guitars this year.
Awesome. You know, everyone needs a purple guitar in their life. Some people don't realize it yet, but everyone needs it.
We've just had Steven's just joined us, and he said, did they say anything about what the pickups are? Oh yeah, we've just been through all of that, but you'll be able to watch it in the catch up because this video will be live on Facebook and stay there. So go and check that out. Pete's back in the chat, so we'll bring him in. He's gone, yeah, yes, everybody needs a purple guitar. That's right. That's right. Okay. Here we go. Oh, well, let's have a look. Any plans for a lefty? Well, do you know what? Who knows? We'll just have to see what Ibanez can do and see what happens with it.
Yeah, let's see.
Here we go. So there's fewer questions and a lot of love for you, Larry. That's the way it's going in a minute. It's such an incredible talent. I am so happy that you're getting the recognition you deserve and have earned with class and talent, which is what everybody thinks. How does it feel? How does it feel, Larry, getting that kind of feedback?
It's absolutely a dream come true. It's hard to put into words, you know. To be working with such great company as Ibanez, as Seymour Duncan, as Lenny Amps, I think it's been a joy and a pleasure for me. I'm just so happy.
A bit of a whirlwind, and it's just such a shame that we can't be at NAMM to do that whole thing.
Yes.
But we'll just have to do it all over again when we can.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a question from, I'm going to get this name completely wrong, so sorry. I'm just going to say Simon Tostrup Nevadal. He said, it's made in Japan. Ibanez are going for girl power. Okay. Here's one for you from Lucas. Will the pickups be available to purchase separately? So are Seymour Duncan releasing these as aftermarket pickups that people can get?
Yeah, we're planning to release later on a whole line of Lari Basilio signature pickups.
Fantastic. We've got a question from Ryan Davies. Says, any insight on your writing and recording process, Larry? Really love your songs and style.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Well, I just let it flow. Each song happens differently every time. No rules at all. Sometimes I start from a riff, a lick, and no rules. So I try to rely on the moment, what I'm feeling, and have fun. The most important thing.
Yeah, sure. So you don't have, it's not a formula that you work to where you go, okay, well, I start with a drum groove and then I build this. You just, but generally speaking, the seed of your ideas comes from playing guitar.
Yes, exactly.
So you kind of start there and then everything blossoms from there.
That's it.
Into whatever.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say into whatever style it becomes, because you know you're so versatile with what you do. Sometimes it could be a pop track, it could be more blues. We've seen you with the old monolith distortion pedal doing some rock.
I love this pedal. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No problem. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have a formula, as you said. So yeah, I try to feel free and let this freedom, take over me. And it's basically from some maybe most of the time some improvisation ideas. It always starts there, and from there I select some ideas that I think are good for a song and start develop a song from that.
I get you. I understand. We've got Thomas Weiser from Germany. You know Tom?
Yeah, hey Tom, how are you?
Guy in Germany. You spent a decent amount of time with Tom doing clinics.
Yes.
No doubt.
Great time in Germany.
No doubt you'll be back in Germany. Dr. Dan will take care of you over there and sorts out some clinics for you. That's awesome. Going to be fab.
Can't wait.
So are you plugged in, Larry? I didn't even check that with you when we went live. You got some sound.
I think, yeah, but I think you guys can you hear?
Yeah.
Because it's coming through my monitors now.
I know it's fine. It's fine. I was doing it earlier. Hey, it's just like a really cool Zoom call, isn't it? Nobody's expecting perfect tone here. Maybe if you've got a few bits and pieces you want to show us. Somebody was asking actually, and I can't find the comment now. Someone was asking when we can expect a new album from you.
Oh, yeah, I'm working on it. I have a lot of songs ready, and I just can't wait to release a new album for real. So yeah.
Have you? It's probably cheeky of me to ask, but have you got any riffs or bits and pieces, maybe a couple of chords from the new album that you could share with us?
I prefer to keep it as a secret for now, if you don't mind.
I totally understand.
But yeah, I can't.
Sorry, Larry, I couldn't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Lee Anderton has joined. He's saying, "Hey, Larry, you nailed the purple guitar. Can't go wrong with that color." You obviously met Lee. God, I keep saying last year. It was actually the year before, wasn't it? For the Captain Meets.
Yes. Thanks so much, Lee. Glad you liked it.
And so we'll no doubt do some more. I know Lee was pleased to see the single cuts and actually preferred some of the AZNs as well, which I don't know if you've seen. There's so many great models this year, isn't it?
Yeah. Ibanez is killing it. Totally amazing.
There we go. So let's have a look. There's another one here. Nitrogen 777. I've just seen the presentations of all the new Ibanez guitars made by Pete, Rabia, and Captain. These are all on YouTube now, Larry, if you want to go back and watch them at some point. Awesome. I guess Larry's guitar is a perfect addition to the Ibanez lineup. A great guitar for a great artist.
Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome.
Oh, and then we've got the man himself, Mr. Layton. He's here.
Hey, James. I'm down. I'm in. Yeah.
And in the minute you're kind of rocking the Cub Super, and you've got a load of amps in the background, haven't you? That
yes.
You like to use and stuff. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot more of that. You'll get to hear Larry rocking a new signature through some Laneys very, very soon.
Absolutely. Hopefully. Yeah, we're just beginning, and yeah, I'm planning a lot of new content with my guitar, with these amazing amps, the Black Country custom pedals. I mean, so many things to share with everyone, and soon, very soon. Yeah,
and we've got. I mean, there's so much love for you. I can't even keep up with it. It's like a tidal wave of love in the comments for you, Larry. So here's another one. I've been hearing a little bit of Andy Timmons in your playing style. One of my faves. I've been enjoying your playing, keep making really great music. Sorry, it's my my
Awesome.
inability to read there. Yeah, Andy is has been an influence on your playing.
Totally, yeah,
You've
100%.
told me that before, and you can there's something kind of magical about his touch and feel on the guitar, which you definitely have it's completely different. It's not, you don't sound like Andy, but you've just got that same, I don't know, joy to your playing that really comes across in your music.
I mean, Andy, he's an amazing player. I met him in Brazil way before I moved here to LA. I had the opportunity of opening up a few clinics for him down there, and he was amazing as always. I mean, his tone is so on point. My gosh, I can't even describe. And he's the kindest. He's the kindest. So it's really honored to know him and to have him as one of my influences for sure.
Yeah. Well, and you've probably, you've got his respect, haven't you? I mean, anybody that hears you play is going to have that for sure. For sure. So what are your plans? I know it's very difficult, but what are your plans for 2021? Are you thinking, well, I can't go out and tour, so I'm going to focus on writing, or have you got any more Jam Track Central packages planned?
Yeah.
Is it something you're doing?
Yeah, my main plan for this year is to work on my new album and get it released to everyone, to the whole world, and I can't wait. And of course, new lessons at JTC, lots of contents about the LB1, and I mean, there's a lot of things to do, and I just can't wait to get started. The year is just getting started, so.
Yeah, I know. And I imagine, you get swamped by a lot of requests. I send you requests from a lane perspective. You're gonna have all the Ibanez stuff coming in. You're gonna have people wanting you to play in their country. It's very exciting times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's have a look, see if we've got any more comments. I know we have. This guy has been asking the same question over and over again. So I'm going to bring him in. Paul Bin, 46. I'm going to keep asking until I get an answer. Lol. Now that you're an endorsed Ibanez artist, can I have one of your old tellies?
Oh my God.
So there we go. That's all that needs to be said about that one.
Well, sorry.
There we go. Let's go for some more questions. We've got lots of this going on, Larry. People saying, Larry, please
come to Brazil. Can I say a few words in Portuguese?
Oh, please do.
Galera do Brasil, obrigada quem está assistindo. Estou muito feliz que vocês estão por aqui também. Eu espero muito para o Brasil em breve. Estou muito feliz com a LB1 da Ibanez e vou trazer conteúdos em português também em breve. Muito obrigada por vocês assistirem. Tamo junto, se Deus quiser, estarei no Brasil em breve. Thanks, Lee.
I'm glad you said that. I was waiting for obrigado or something like that. And I got, okay, now I'm back in the room. Oh, that's fabulous! Because the great thing about Andertons is that their audience isn't just the UK.
Yes.
It's got a huge audience all over the world. So it's great that you're able to communicate in a different language other than English. We're all dullers here, and we could probably spit out a bit of German and French and maybe a bit of Spanish, and that's it. But there we go. Let's have a look. And then we've got somebody else saying we love Andertons here in Brazil. Well, there we go.
They do. People in Brazil always watch Andertons videos. They love.
There's some Brazil love going on. So here's some bella guitarra. Some kind of word to Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah. What is saudades? What am I saying that right?
Portugal. Saudações. Bela guitarra.
And then there's the next word. What does that mean?
Saudações de Portugal. Greetings from Portugal.
There we go. See, I'm learning. This is just a Portuguese lesson for me. That's what I've decided to do. I'm retraining. Okay, so let's have a look at some other bits and pieces. Oh, there's just a lot of love here for you. There's just absolutely
that's awesome.
fantastic. Oh, we'll come back to. I think you'll be able to look at these comments.
Sure, I'll definitely take a look at it.
So if anybody's been hiding under a rock, Larry, and they don't know anything about your music, where would you like them to go first to listen to what you do?
Can you say that again, Lee? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. If people want to find out more about you, Larry, where should they go?
LariBasilio.com. Everything about me is there.
There we go. And I imagine that will take you to all of your social media accounts like YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, all of that.
Yes.
And obviously you've got loads of packages available on Jam Track Central.
Yes.
Which you can learn to play like Larry, which is it's just not possible. And so okay, one more question from me. What are you listening to at the minute? What have you got playing in the car or at home when you and Lucas are cooking food? What are you listening to?
You know, because I'm when I'm writing so much, I don't listen to much music.
Yeah, because you're just focused on that, aren't you?
Yes, and it is so hard. I mean, sometimes even when I get into my car, I turn off the radio sometimes, you know, because
peace.
We're playing guitar all day and listen to music all day, and sometimes we try to enjoy some moments of silence, you know, we are calm. Yeah. But when I'm listening to music, it's so hard for me to listen something new, I guess. Sometimes to relax, I want to listen something that I love, you know. You know, some I love pop music, so I think pop music is kind of the genre that I'm listening most lately.
I know what I meant to ask you, and I forgot to do it the last time we spoke, but I saw a video of you playing fully rocked up as well with a Ziphos guitar.
Oh yeah,
I saw that's Larry. Tell me about that gig. Was it for an awards show or something? I can't remember.
Yes. It was a very fun gig, and I mean that guitar, it is so cool to play. It is amazing. It feels so great. I loved it. First time I have a guitar like in this style ever. And
I mean, it's a complete departure from the usual kind of traditional looking instruments that maybe are slightly beaten up and have that vibiness about them. I mean, it was so left field when I saw it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and amazing. You know, that's other thing that I love about Ibanez, the diversity of and styles of instruments that they offer to everyone. It is just amazing.
We've got one from here we go, from Ryan Davey, who's saying, have you got a worst gig story? Very positive there, Ryan. always interested in hearing the worst stories.
Let me try to remember. I can't remember. I'm not sure. I mean, of course, there's always that gig that we think that we could have done better, you know, but I can't think right now of like a bad situation that I was really upset.
I don't think I can imagine you being annoyed and angry. I'm sure it happens, Larry. You're human. I mean, I could ask Lucas to come on here and he'd be
yes, he's going to be the one to tell you. Yeah,
exactly. But, I think you probably, you know, just a thorough professional and you just roll with the punches on a gig. If you have issues with sound or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way it goes, isn't it? I'll have one more question. Let's have a look. Oh, someone said, Anthony, Lee, your hair looks scruffy today. Is lockdown being so hard on you? Hell yeah. 2 lockdowns in the UK, no haircuts. What's a man to do?
It looks great, Lee.
Hey. I knew I could rely on you, Larry, to say this. So, one question that I know my good friends Tom Quayle and Mr. David Beebe on the Guitar Hour podcast, which you should do. That would be really, you'd be a great guest on their podcast.
I would love that.
If you've ever seen it or listened to it, worth a listen. One of the things that David always asks guests, because he's absolutely obsessed with it, is how people visualize the fretboard. All right, so we're getting a bit geeky here now, and I think I've even asked you this question before when you were here. When you're playing and you're looking, what kind of things are you seeing? Are you seeing shapes? Do you think about just the chord shapes, or is it an amalgamation of all of those things?
I see the pentatonic all over the fretboard. Yeah, that's the first thing for me, and from there, I expand.
Yeah, sure.
Arpeggios, triads, everything else. Major, minor scales, modes, everything else. But first, pentatonic.
That's kind of your baseline framework that you just got mapped when you look at it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. But you have this ability to play over changes as well, which doesn't. I was talking to Tom about this earlier, and Tom's developed a new app, very special new app that helps.
I saw that. So cool.
Practice. Yeah. So, and he was talking about how he visualizes functional harmony on the fretboard intervallically, so that he can, he's thinking about the chord spelling, and then he can just spell it within a very small, box pattern, if you like. I'm not explaining this very well. If you're seeing it in a kind of pentatonic form across the whole fretboard, are you then just using your ears and your soul to move into what you know is going to work for what's happening, what you're hearing? If you've got to play it more complex.
Yeah, I think it's always more about the feeling and the ear than theory at the end of the day. When I started playing the guitar, I for a long time I had no teacher, and I was trying to learn songs by ear, and I spent many years like playing acoustic guitar, electric guitar, just doing the learning songs by ear. So I think it helped a lot to develop the ear. So I think I rely on it a lot as well.
Well, I mean, maybe some could argue that that makes your playing more soulful as a result, because there is that connection to what you're active listening to what you're playing along to, rather than sort of technically looking at what you could play.
Yeah, that's right. I agree.
But you seem limitless and completely free on the guitar.
That's very kind of you to say, Lee.
Oh, well, it comes across, and it's the truth. Let's have a look, see if there's any more questions. In fact, there's loads of questions, but I don't want to keep you all morning, because what time is it over there?
Here almost 1 p.m., right?
Is it 1 p.m. now?
Yeah, it's early yet.
Wow. I remember 1 p.m. Oh, here's a nice one. So someone's Leonardo Duflaf has said, you and Matthias Assato are the royalty of playing with feeling these days.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Have you ever jammed with Matthias?
I met Matthias in Brazil, way before, everything happened, for both of us, sure. I guess. Yeah, so, but no, I think we haven't jammed yet together.
That's got to be something that's got to happen at some point, hasn't it? It would just become the tastiest piece of music ever created. To break the internet. Okay, there's that many questions sort of popping up. I'm finding it difficult every time I'm looking down here, Larry. I'm just reading the chat. You probably can't see it. Okay, so the same guy actually said, one guitar, one amp, one pedal. What do you have to take? The room's on fire. What are you going to grab? Obviously, that guitar.
Of course, that's the one.
Guitar,
that's
Lucas.
the one.
You've got to take Lucas, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Because who's gonna carry all my stuff?
Carry it all.
Kidding, just kidding. He's here laughing. Sorry.
I can imagine.
So this guitar for sure, absolutely. This is it. And
Yeah.
I would take the Lionheart.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one right here, and
Yeah.
pedal. That's a tough one, but I think
I've seen your pedal board. There's some really odd things on there. Some really things I've never seen before. You know,
yeah,
you've got laney pedals on there, and you've got some
yeah.
kind of more obscure and very old pedals on there.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'll take a secret path with me.
Oh well, there we go.
Yeah.
A nice bit of reverb.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Calm after the fire. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, look, Larry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate Ibanez UK, Andertons. You guys are the best. Thank you.
And we will definitely be doing more things with you, Larry, in the UK. As soon as we're able to, we will get you over here and get you out on the road and having some fun and playing live to audiences. And you can come and meet Larry in person. And if you behave, you can have a photograph at the end. If you buy an album, and all of that stuff. So honestly, it's always a pleasure seeing you and talking to you, hearing you play, all of that stuff. Much love to Lucas, the man behind the scenes there.
Yeah.
Please stay safe, take care of yourself. I'll speak to you very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Lee, for your time, for your kindness. As always, I'm so happy with the LB1, and I hope everyone can check it out very soon.
That's amazing. Well, I'm just going to close down that chat for you and then just say bye to the guys, but hang around for a sec. So we are. There was the wonderful Lari Basilio taking time out of her extremely busy schedule at the minute to have a chat to you and show you her new signature LB1, which looks amazing. Thank you so much for joining in with the chat, for all the likes and comments and shares and all of that stuff. And if you missed it and you've only just joined us, it's already available. It's still available on Facebook, and no doubt will end up in a playlist on YouTube as well. So be sure to check out Larry's music if you've never heard it before. And I'll see you back here in about 25 minutes to talk about artist relations with Mike Origo. See you soon, guys. He says, trying to find his mouse. There we are.